What's up, fam? It's your girl Green Tarot Ty, and I'm back with another reading. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody who is subscribed to my channel, who's followed my channel. I do post my videos on different platforms, so I try to say follow, subscribe, depending on where you're looking from. So, anywho, I want to say I appreciate all y'all. I noticed I have a few new subscribers from my YouTube channel, so I just want to say welcome to the vibes. And one thing I do want to speak before I start this read: take what resonates and leave what do not. Ain't no point in you add more bullshit to your life. We already got enough as it is. So yeah, I do want to mention that. I'm noticing the Emperor is sticking out. Keep yelling at me, so we're gonna put that out already. That may be the main energy. So again, I feel like you guys are in your big D energy or big P energy. Take it how it resonates to you, if you catch my drift. And most of the time when you're in that energy, it's only two types of energies going to be around you. Either they're going to love you or they're going to hate you. Some people can appreciate that, and some people can, you know, just natural born haters, and they just can't get past. Ooh, talk about it. They can't get past the sorrow with the Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like a lot of people are having no choice but to sit back and actually have the front seat to your success. I'm hearing a lot of people are feeling sorry, ashamed. Hearing, and as I'm hearing that, I hear spirit saying they're only ashamed because they got caught. Talk about it. And I feel like they're mad, they're pressed because you're celebrating. God is in a season right now of your life where he have you sitting up like the emperor, excuse me. And I feel like God haven't always had you in this position in the physical realm. In the spiritual realm, you always been though, and you know that. But in the physical realm, you haven't always exuded that. And I feel like a lot of people project it onto you. So their projection, along the journey, you allowed their projection to unconsciously become your truth. Thank you. This is deep. Okay. So, I feel like with the Six of Pentacles here too, when people project it onto you, again, you accept it as your truth. And instead of you really understanding that you were better than what people try to tell you that you were, I feel like you became that person where you tried to overgive to people. And I feel like you overgave because you thought that those people would see you in a different light once you showed them how kind and how pure you are as a person, how giving. I feel like you're very much of a giver. You're very generous. People notice about you. I got solar plex. So again, I feel like people really did a number on your self-esteem in the past, and because of that, you just accepted what everybody said about you. And I feel like but again, you're in the Emperor energy now. Thank you, Spirit. Now that you're in the Emperor energy, these same people who you were generous to, they're feeling sorry for the way that they treated you. Because now you have all these cups, and notice that, thank you, Spirit, hold on. Interesting. So with the Six of Pentacles, notice that you're giving balance, which is knowledge, wisdom, and you was also giving coins because you had the Six of Pentacles to give. But God overflowed your cup, and he gave you more than what you had before. And now that you have more than what you had before, when you were giving everything away, trying to get people to love you. And I feel like for some of you guys, it wasn't necessarily physical things that you were giving away. You were giving away your love. You gave I feel like you gave more love to those who you felt like didn't love you, because you thought that if you gave them more, they'll give you that back in return. But instead, they gave you nothing. Instead, they fuck with your solar plex, your chakras, and they allowed you to be the one that's felt like you didn't have anything to give because you didn't have anything to give because your cup was empty. So now you have 9 cups. And the thing about having these cups is, because I notice it's nine cups and not 10 of the cups. And whenever I see the 9 or the 10, 9 is like being rich. 10 is like being wealthy. You're on your way to being wealthy. But when you're in the rich season, most people like to show off what they have. And even if you're not the type to show off, people can't help but to see what you have. And because of that, they're remembering when you was the kind of person that always gave, and now you have even more to give. But notice it's in reverse because you're no longer giving it away. Now you're celebrating yourself. Now you're giving to yourself. Now you're understanding that your cups is for you. Because when you was giving away, again, the coins, you realize that those people still treated you the same way. So now that you found balance within your solar plex, and now that you see yourself for who you truly are, you respect yourself, you will no longer let people play on your top again because you're sitting in the Emperor energy. Big D, Big P. Big P. And because of that, people know they can't play with you no more. Notice how in this card, they came, every chance they get, they came back like a stray dog. Because they knew that when they came back, you were going to be there to give to them. And I feel like, again, with this Knight of Cups, this is the second time, too. This is the second read I did today, and this Knight of Cups is showing up again. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is you showing up for you. You realizing that everything that you were giving away to people, all that love, all that overthinking, all that you feeling like, well, I know you, because the thing about you always knew who you were. You always knew your heart. You always knew that it's like you know you. So you knew that your intentions towards others was always pure and nothing but pureness. But you never got that in return for some reason. You never got it in return. And now with this Knight of Cups, I feel like God is bringing all that in for you. All the self-love, all that self-doubt that you kept putting on yourself, you released that. And you realize that those people who kept coming around when it was beneficial for them, you realize that you don't have to be there for them every time they come back around with their hand out. You realize that you can continue to put work and energy into yourself and stop feeling like you have to give to those who don't even want to receive it, really. Because when you did again, they just took and then they went away. And then they came back again when it was beneficial for them. But what about when you needed them? And you realize that you needed to be there for yourself. You became that Knight of Cups for yourself. You became that person who came in with a cup. Instead of you always being the person who always giving, like the Six of Pentacles, you became that knight for yourself. And when you did that, you stepped into, you bossed up. You have stability now. And again, everybody see it. You sit in the middle with all your cups and everybody is seeing it. You notice I feel like I'm hearing spirit say these, imagine these being curtains. You can't see what's behind it, but they're peeking through these curtains and they see everything. They are in the Seven of Cups. They're daydreaming and wondering how things would have been, how things would have worked out, what kind of position they would have been in if they didn't treat you the way they treated you before they knew who you was going to become today. They played themselves. They thought they were playing you, but they played themselves. And now you have the strength. You have the strength to walk away from those who never served you in the first place. You have the strength and the ability to know that you don't need people who's not going to give you the love that you give back to them. You understand now that not everyone is going to treat you the way that you treat them. And if those people are not willing to give you, which is give you love and honesty and loyalty the same way that you give it to them, they don't deserve to have it. And it's just that goddamn simple. And I'm hearing spirit say, look at the bottom of the deck. The throat chakra, talk about it. You talking about it now. You been about it now. And I'm hearing spirit saying, before you was the kind of person who necessarily probably wouldn't always spoke on things, or No, I hear Spirit say you did speak on things a lot, but now you don't really speak on things. You let your communication is silence, but very loud. Silence, but very loud and very deadly. I'm hearing. And last but not least, the temperance. People are finding balance within their own journey from watching you on your journey. People that feel like they're in their head all day, again, worrying about how things would have been, how things should have been, how things could have been. They're realizing now that they have to find balance within their emotions because they are disappointed in how things turned out between you two. And I'm feeling like they know that it could have took a totally different shift, or it could have went totally different based off how they showed up. They know that how you're moving now, how you choosing to set boundaries with them. They know that before it wasn't like that. And they also know that the reason why it's like that now is because of the actions that they have done. And I feel like they're realizing from listening to you, learning through you, from you, is that you have to be careful how you treat people. Because you never know. You never know. And I feel like a lot of these people felt like they was going to have access to you forever. And God denied it. God denied them access. And I feel like some of these people feel like you're cold now. But it's not that you're cold. It's that you understand boundaries. You have been given answers to questions that you may not never spoke on. But again, your intuition is always revealing things to you, whether you want to receive it or not. You can't say that you didn't know, because deep inside you always knew. And now, again, you're choosing your strength. You're choosing your throat chakra. You're choosing to be that knight for yourself. You're choosing to walk away. You're choosing to celebrate yourself. And you don't need those people that only came around when they needed something. Now they're in the energy where they're imbalanced and they're feeling reckless because they can't hop on your chariot with you. So that's all I have for you guys today. And until next time, if this read resonated with you in any kind of way, please feel free to leave a comment, or better yet, just like the video. That definitely helps me. And don't forget to share. I love you guys, and until next time, toodles.